Hey everybody, welcome to the OBT show. I'm Chris.
I'm Brandon.
Oh God, come on, man! You sounded creepy.
Creepy voice. Creepy voice. Creepy voice.
Hey,
Creepy voice. You love me.
you would do well with the Bee Gees.
You missed me. Everybody say hi, 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 hi. Creepy voice. Walking down the street getting bagels with my creepy friends.
You getting bagels with your creepy friends? Now I know. I'm gonna like every time I go to get a bagel, I'm gonna be like, "Great, where are my creepy friends?"
You don't do that? Get your creepy friends together and get a bagel?
No, I just like getting bagels. I never thought that I'd have creepy friends join me.
Me and my creepy friend get bagels with cream cheese. Sorry. Anyway.
So last time
we were on.
Last episode of OBT, Brendan argued with Chris over Iron Man.
What was that?
Dragon Ball Z, man.
Don't know it. I never saw Dragon Ball Z.
What?
No.
Oh, I was right. I hate you. I forgot.
I'm not into the anime.
And the anime?
Enemy. The enemy.
No. So like in every single episode of Dragon Ball Z, and they'll do like on the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, and it's like this really really specific voice that they do every time.
That's kind of funny.
Goku starts powering up his spirit bomb while he's about to attack Frieza.
I have no idea what you said. None of that makes sense.
I know. It's going to be jargon. Gibberish.
Gibbery
jargon. Gibberish.
We've been away, but you're getting
Jargish.
a lot of OBT show in your
bargain.
Shut up. God. You're getting a lot of OBT show in your face right now, if you're listening, if you have your face towards your speaker. And big announcement that happened was Xbox One. Xbox One was revealed last week, I believe.
What's that?
That is Xbox's new...
What's an Xbox?
Shut up!
I'm hurt by this release, I just want you to know.
What release? You don't like this?
Okay. I watched it.
Yeah, I did too. I watched it.
Live.
I watched it live too.
Yeah.
So again, Xbox One, new gaming system coming out later this year from Microsoft. It will succeed the Xbox 360.
No, it's not going to succeed it. It's going to parallel the Xbox 360. That's my problem.
As far as what?
They have Microsoft and like executives saying, "Don't get rid of your 360 yet," because we're still going to be making stuff for it and the Xbox One, and because that we can't really transfer any of your stuff over.
Well, that's the big thing. If you buy anything, well, let's take it piece by piece because I don't want to jump around too much. But let's just talk about the reveal and what was your first impression and thoughts on the reveal.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah,
I thought it was unique looking. I thought it was like, all right, cool. I get to see the system, I get to see the hardware, and I get to see a brief overview of everything it's possible doing, which I didn't necessarily get to see for PS4. PS4 showed me a lot of game stuff, but as far as the system went, it was very, very brief, in my opinion. Like I felt like they could have gone a little bit more in depth, and I think that's why a lot of people were mad at the PS4 reveal. But for the Xbox reveal, everybody hates it because there wasn't enough games because they already have this built-up perception of what PS4 just did.
Right. So
Sony.
So that was your first impression. Mine was I thought the thing is cool. That's what I thought. I mean, this is pretty cool. PlayStation 4 to me felt more of a definitive gaming system. And I'm not saying that either presentation was right or wrong. I think that Sony focused on the gaming system aspect of it. Sony wants to be your video game system. Xbox wants to be your entire living room.
Yeah.
And that was their primary focus. The very first thing they showed you was how that you could watch a movie and then go on Twitter or watch the release for the trailer for the sequel to the film and then watch TV. That was like, they did that twice. They're like, watch CBS, watch ESPN, movie, Xbox, go home.
Yeah. And then where you put your hands out and you pinch the screen to shrink
it down.
That's so cool.
That was cool.
That's so fucking
It was
cool.
really cool.
Not necessary.
None of it's necessary.
But it's really fucking cool.
But it's really cool. And I think the big speculation is going to be that I think the fear is what games are there going to be. And I think the gaming community and a lot of those press people that were there were from gaming websites, not entertainment websites. I don't remember seeing much about it from Entertainment Weekly. It's very funny reading An article I read in Entertainment Weekly versus an article I read in IGN, where at IGN the world's falling apart.
Yeah,
Entertainment Weekly's like, you can watch your TV on this. This is pretty cool.
You can Skype and watch an episode of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, talk to your friends. It's like such, and I think...
Why do I immediately, when I think of Entertainment Weekly, I go to a effeminate voice?
I don't know why.
I don't know, because I don't really think of an effeminate voice when I think of IGN.
No.
I think of hard-hitting video game news.
I think of...
Thanks for listening to IGN.
I think of guys in their basements just going...
It's like nerdy.
This Xbox is weak. Weak sauce, hashtag.
I guess I should start watching more videos on IGN. I might hear their voices more.
Hashtag weak sauce.
When someone tells me about awesome video game stuff, I think they've smoked like 80 cigars in the past like 10 minutes, and they're just like, "Welcome to video gaming news. We've got everything that you need right now." That's the way they're so excited.
They are very excited,
but I don't hear them going, "Hey, we're so excited!"
Not that I'm a beautiful man, but that was your cue to say I am. You missed it. Thanks.
Yeah, just wasn't.
I hate you. But it is funny.
You have to go you have to give it the pause and then do the why didn't you say anything?
But
the angry girlfriend face.
those websites are very intense, but they also have a lot of corrections lately. I've noticed where they'll run a story, then have to backtrack and update it.
They're trying to update so freaking fast. As we're on IGN right now. What's up?
Hey, IGN, thank you. I felt that Xbox One was not a total disaster as many people thought it was.
Well, the reveal wasn't. Since then, it's starting to become a disaster that everybody thought it was.
Because nobody is on the same page at Microsoft.
Okay.
They're executives tweeting out things that are differing from the official statements from Microsoft.
And that's not even just this country. It's the UK and Australia. There's... Everybody's all over the place.
I think, speaking of what you said, don't get ready for Xbox 360, whereas Xbox One press conference and release was like, it's the next wave, we're moving forward. They're like, not really, we're going to still hang out for a bit with 360. It's almost like when a guy, and I hate when girls do this too, where they'll have a significant other for a while, and then they will move on to something new only when it's established.
Okay.
Which just seems to be like, when it seems like a good fit, then you'll drop the comfort of the 360. But you know what I mean? I think that's sort of the impression I get is...
we're gonna... Pooping with the bathroom door open.
Yeah, we're gonna load up Xbox One. It's gonna be great. But hold on to 360 for a while. See if you think it's a good choice for you.
Yeah.
They're not gonna totally be like, Xbox One, that's it. Peace out. Let's try this
they did
new
that
adventure.
With 360, the original Xbox. They dropped that thing like a bad habit. But it was understandable. They were moving forward.
Right. So what are you excited about, and what are you least excited about?
I'm excited that it's the next Xbox. I love the controllers that Xbox and Microsoft.
Yeah.
Their controllers are the best. It's the one that everyone models their controllers off of because it's so freaking comfortable and it works well. Minus the D-pad. What did the Xbox go and do? Fix the fucking D-pad.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What did they do specifically?
They made it a D-pad. It's not like a D/ let's have a little divot.
Yeah.
That
I hated that. Yeah, they actually made it where you can
differentiate between up and down,
as opposed to this weird sort of circular, which was annoying
little cup thing that they put on top of it.
That.
It was so fucking dumb. But that's great, and they also they made Kinect better. I see the developers being able to use it for more things because it's a better sensor.
Right.
For example, it can read more joints and stuff.
That was cool. I like that demo where they were showing the depth perception, the joints. It has more joints, so you can do more the impact, which I thought was cool. The punching, that's going to lead to a lot of fun things, like a UFC type game where you can actually punch people and wrestle and grapple, because it's going to register those where it didn't before.
And I feel like that's cool because that means there's more tools for developers to do things.
Right. Bring it. Let's go.
Okay, now the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Used games.
Yeah.
Microsoft's taking a cut.
Yes, that's what there's going to be some sort of pass protection on those games that you have to buy a passcode for.
So, when you sell your game back to GameStop, you will be getting significantly less, and used games will cost more. Because they're going to have to pay a fee to Microsoft to sell it with a code, or they're going to sell it to you and you're still going to have to pay a fee to Microsoft for that code so that way you can use it.
Right.
Dumb.
Right.
Awful.
Right.
Worst thing to gaming ever.
Right.
Now, not necessarily for the developers who have been losing money consistently, so many gaming companies closing because they can't make enough revenue because there's so many games that are coming out. So I understand why, but it's bad.
And the other thing that they haven't addressed yet is what about Redbox, GameFly, those game rental?
Yeah.
What are you going to do in that case?
You can't rent in the system unless you pay a fee. So you pay like $15 to use a game. But you
might as well just buy it.
But it's not. And they're not even addressing fully whether or not you're paying retail value or you're paying like an off-tag price.
Right.
Like, it's a scary concept to not have some full understanding on when you're going to throw $500 or maybe even $600 at a system.
Right. I agree.
These are all things that have not been addressed at all by PlayStation.
No.
I mean, they've made comments, but they have not come out outright and said, we will not charge a fee for used games. I think they're afraid of doing that because everybody knows it's a bad idea.
Yeah. Because
Microsoft is just kind of like off the cuff said it.
It's going to be bad when they finally commit to saying you'll have to charge. We're going to charge you. Because you're right. It does change the dynamic of a GameStop. And that's really from a business perspective and from just a gaming perspective, that's how a lot of times how I discovered new games and new developers was through a used system because I wasn't sure about it, but got to a price point where I felt comfortable. Hey, like even if I hate this game, maybe I'll get some enjoyment out of it. And then now you're going to take that element out.
I think it's dumb. Next dumb element, I'm sure you're going to want to talk on more. Connect mic, always being on and recording.
Yes, I'm not a fan of that at all.
It's a little big brothery.
They had a German official that was, let me just pull this up right now. Escapist reports that German website Spiegel asked Germany's Federal Data Protection Commissioner Peter Scharr about the technology, and he called it a monitoring device. Quote, the Xbox continuously records all sorts of personal information about me, reaction rates, my learning or emotional states, Scharr said. They are then processed on an external server and possibly even passed on to third parties. Whether they will ever be deleted, the person cannot influence. And then in a statement, Microsoft reiterated its commitment to privacy, saying, we know our customers want to expect strong privacy protections to be built into our products, devices, and services, and for companies to be responsible stewards of their data. Microsoft has more than 10 years of experience making privacy a top priority. Kinect for Xbox 360 was designed and built with strong privacy protections in place, and the new Kinect will continue this commitment. We'll share more details later. Not really reassuring you. They're basically saying...
They're just saying the privacy aspect of it is...
Right.
So maybe the third party...
It's almost safety. Microsoft is backing themselves out of the discussion by saying, we do our thing, and we tell them, hey, you should monitor privacy. But they have no way to enforce that.
Well, they have to. It's their servers.
I think that sounds to me like they're saying we will monitor our servers, but when that information gets passed along, that's out of our hands.
Oh, okay.
That's why, and companies be responsible stewards of their data. I mean, that's like EA when they do their screen online passes for Madden. You have to sign up a bunch of shit and pay for them to do it.
An extra thing.
I think that's what they're talking about. They'll be more than happy to host it and let you hang there, but that data is not going to Microsoft. It's going to Electronic Arts, and they're just saying, hey guys, don't be dicks with the data.
Yeah.
Now they have no enforcement over EA.
Kind of creepy. Dude, this is some 1984 shit.
It is, and that's what's weird is that the information about individual users filters back to the Seattle-based company's main databanks, and then the concern is that, although this guy did say that, and this article earlier said that he thought it was a twisted nightmare that they were doing, but the translation was wrong. He actually says it's a nightmare that people are thinking of it that way. That's not going to be true. He doesn't expect Microsoft to be. That's not their intention, and he understands that that's not their intention. But it's weird feeling like even if I'm just watching TV or I'm not on my Xbox, that Xbox is listening to me hang out and do what I want to do.
Yep.
It's very odd. I don't. That's going to be something that might push me toward a PlayStation 4, quite frankly, because I love my Xbox, but I don't want to have to be... I don't want them commandeering my living room. I know they want to commandeer my living room, and they want everything, all roads going through my Xbox, but quite frankly, I just want to play video games.
You have to put a record player on to have conversations in the background. Be like, I don't want to play the Xbox today. It might eat me.
It's like...
and then it's like, Xbox on? No, Xbox, no.
But it's like, you know, if I go like Xbox, you know, if I'm like, yeah, my Xbox, I gotta take it home with me. Xbox, home. Welcome, Brandon. I'm like, no, stop it. Do I have to... Is it going to be... How sensitive is the voice recognition? You know what I mean? And I'm just not a big fan of what they're doing.
Glub glub.
That's okay. Not a big fan at all.
I'm not a big fan of that either.
Now, what about game selection? What were your thoughts on that when they revealed Call of Duty Ghosts and they revealed the new game from Remedy, Quantum?
It looks cool.
Quantum
but
something.
I don't know anything about it. So the reason I'm okay with not knowing as much gaming stuff is because E3 is so close. And we've talked about this. It's just E3 is right around the corner, and that's primarily gaming stuff. It's not primarily entertainment. It's just well, I mean, it is entertainment, but I mean, you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Yeah. I'm with you.
That's where games make their big, stand, and people get noticed for years. Even if games that don't get released, they're still like in 2006, this game was supposed to, revolutionize the world, and then 6 years later, it's not here.
Right. It is.
But E3 is the big thing, and I was okay with how they handled that. They showed some gaming stuff to prove that it's not a non-gaming system. I'm worried because it's running like 2 operating systems at the same time. 3 if you have TV going. Because you have TV, you have the Xbox Home, and then you have whatever's processing the video game. So you can... I don't know if you can do as much with games or if it'll hamper the experience if you put too much of a game and then you want to try and do the switch to TV, switch to DVD, switch to
Xbox
Internet,
Home,
Xbox Internet Explorer. Blah, you keep flipping.
Right.
But I mean, they got a really, really strong processor in there. They got a lot of RAM. So
it looks interesting. Let's go through the games. Do you want to do that?
The ones that have been confirmed. I mean, it's everything that's been confirmed for the PS4 so far. That's not a system exclusive.
Here comes the list.
So you have
no. Oops.
What's the one that's
I'm off the
from,
wrong list. I'm on
Ubisoft.
the wrong list. Ubisoft.
What's that one?
Which one are you talking about?
The guy gets the PDA that he can
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. We are terrible podcasters.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
I do. I can't find the website.
It looks really freaking cool. It's open world sandbox game. Watch
Dogs. That's what it is. Watch Dogs. And that's a game that takes place in the future where you can utilize your cell phone if you have to, and you can make sure that you can, hack into people's phones. You can hack into what I thought what they showed in the demo was cool when you can hack into the light system, like a traffic light system, and make a car blow up because it runs into another car, and that's what you did. It was cool. I enjoyed it a lot. What else do you want to talk about with Xbox One?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of my Steam has gotten let out because of all of the recent developments as far as it's just the used games one just killed it for me, man. I was so hoping that they weren't going to be the ones to stab people in the back, but then
they did.
Microsoft, so
Watch Dogs, that's the name of it, confirmed for
Watch
Xbox
Dogs.
One, and then PlayStation 4 games.
It's gonna have Call
Madden
of Duty,
25, FIFA.
It's gonna have what is it? Not Grid. What's the racing game?
Oh,
Forza.
The
new Forza. Which Forza games
Forza's
are really, really
alright.
good. They're good games. That's what you're into. They got to cater to all gamers.
No, they have to. And Xbox One Connect will not always be watching you. That's what Microsoft says. Still, that's very odd.
But it's always listening.
But it's always listening, and it will destroy you,
it has
and
to
mess
listen.
you up, and stab you in the face.
You have to tell it to turn on. That's when it's watching you.
Ew, gross.
That's so creepy.
It's so creepy, but
with the creepy eye on the article.
The article pictures a creepy eye staring out at you.
And then they said that you don't have to connect.
You have to connect every 24 hours.
24/7. You just have to connect once every 24 hours.
Which is pretty much telling you need internet.
You need internet, which
you're not always on, but come on now. If you have to connect every 24 hours for the thing to work, that pretty much means you're always online.
Yeah. I mean, it'll make updating the system a lot more streamlined, so they don't have to release big bucket updates. They can do it in small little packages and stuff. Yeah, it makes their lives easier, but for the people that don't have internet, and I'm assuming that they're gonna have to have a function where you can't use the Xbox Online. They have to. There are people that don't have internet that are going to buy the system.
Well, they're thinking they're going to have to figure that out too for the military bases where there's no internet.
Yeah.
and for
military
other
bases, other countries that will buy the product but can't use. I mean, there's
They're gonna
people
have to
in this
come up with
country that
something.
are still on
It might be region
dial-up.
specific. It might be region specific. That's what they said.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's places in this country that don't have the ability. They only have dial-up.
Microsoft's like, fuck you, get internet.
Yeah, we're gonna, get satellite.
Do it.
But the satellite sucks, man.
If I'm Microsoft, I'm saying to everybody, get your shit together, move somewhere with internet, and let's do this thing. Let's make Xbox One fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's a lot of work for the people that.
And let's have a party and just get weird.
Get wasted.
Get wasted on Xbox One.
Wasted off video games.
Xbox Kittle One. So I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be fun, but I'm hesitant to buy one because I'm terrified of the Kinect whispering to me or taking notes and transferring all my information and being a weirdo and being a jerk about it. I don't like any of that.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
So the bottom line, do you think you're going to buy one?
Yeah, probably.
Really? You're going to buy one even after all that, even though you can't disconnect the microphone?
I'm going to wait. Like I said, I'm just going to wait to see what stuff comes out as time goes on because there's more information that we still don't even know about the system yet. I don't know. Man.
You seem down about it.
I am really down about it. I was really excited. Yeah. I watched it. I was excited watching it, and I'm just as the developments pour in, it's just like womp womp womp.
You're just like, this is dumb because every day it's a new story. You're right.
I mean, like with Kinect, like there's so many cool things you can do with it, and then they're just making it so creepy.
They are making it really creepy.
We can read your heart rate because it can sense the blood that's pumping through your face.
It's disturbing.
Yeah, that's how it knows. It can tell, like, it's how sensitive that camera is.
I don't like anything that you talked about.
But that's it. They proved it.
I know, but it's very weird.
I know. I like the controller. It's got rumble triggers. I think that's really fucking cool.
That's on each individual button, right?
I don't know. I know it's on the triggers.
So you can actually feel when you're shooting someone.
When you're pulling the trigger.
Let's just get people closer to the reality of murdering someone.
That's not. It doesn't rumble.
It doesn't give you a gentle rumble when you're pumping someone.
No, your whole body shakes when you shoot a gun. It doesn't. Your finger just goes, yo, this is fun.
Phaser set to kill. Blues, blues, blues.
Well, I still don't know a lot about PS4 either.
Nobody. I think E3 is going to have to be. When's E3? A couple weeks from now, right?
Yeah.
June. It's in mid-June.
Yeah.
I'm going to be watching all that stuff online. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. So Xbox One verdict still up in the air. You're mildly attracted to it, but you're not sure if you want to commit to it, right?
Yeah, I wanted to commit to it before watching the thing. I wanted to commit to it while I was watching the thing. Afterwards,
it's like you living with a girl for a while, kind of get to understanding how they really are. You move in with them, you think it's gonna be great. You're like, just there's some things I'm a little concerned about.
She poops in cups. Throws it at the cats.
That's an automatic. That should be out the door. If Xbox One pooped in my cup and threw it at a cat, I'd be very upset.
I would laugh first. And
I would
then
be very terrified.
I'd be like, "Whoa,
time to go."
Poor cat, but all right.
What video games are you playing now?
I've mostly just been playing Minecraft and Trials Evolution. I love Trials Evolution, man. That game is so much fun. It's Trials HD.
No,
the motorcycle game.
Trials. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's just the most recent iteration of it. It came out last year, but it's really, really good. It makes my anxiety shoot through the roof because I want to be perfect, but I know that I do not have the skill available to do that.
Stop it then.
No, I can't. I gotta keep playing. Scratch his arm.
Yeah. You're all bloody now, just bleeding out. I've been playing Arkham City again.
Is it like stoking your opinion for Origins?
Yeah, I'm excited about Origins. That came out too. We didn't talk about that. I'm excited for Origins.
We didn't talk about Origins?
I don't think so. We talked about it, I think, coming out, but the trailer since has been released.
Oh, the full trailer that they released. Yeah, it looks cool. A lot of people were griping because it doesn't look like it's going to be early Batman. It just looks like Batman again.
It's pretty much, it's not Batman Year 1. It's like Batman Year 3.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with that because I don't know how would you film... I mean, how would you do a Batman Year 1 in a video game? Like, he randomly falls.
He throws his batarang and it misses, and he's like, oh, let me try again. Oh, I missed. Oh, hold on, Joker. Wait for me.
All those people died in that bus. I made a mistake.
Like, really, what did you expect? You wanted a Batman that falls a lot? That's not a fun game to play.
The tensile strength of the wire wasn't higher enough.
The first 90% of the game is practice. You're in the Batcave.
It was rated for 20 tons, not 21.
You never leave the Batcave.
I should climb that wall again.
Achievement: you climbed the wall 900 times in a row without falling.
No, I mean, I think people were kind of like, oh, it's going to be Arkham Origins.
Right.
But people are really like leaning hard on the Origins and not necessarily
the origins of Arkham City and Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, I think
not
that's
the
what it's
origins of
supposed to be.
Batman.
It's supposed to be earlier Batman putting these people away.
And then building a reputation.
That's what I thought, and that's what I wanted from it. I was like, when we talked about just prequels of a Batman of the series, it's like, that would be cool. I want to be the one to put them in there, not just go in and them already be there.
And I think the other thing that's going to be interesting is that Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, was at a convention and said that he was working on the latest Arkham game for about 9 to 10 months, and then Warner Brothers had to come out and say he's actually not involved in Origins. Yeah. Which many people are speculating, is this the sequel with Rocksteady? And now did Warner Brothers pretty much greenlight 2 consecutive companies to start working on them in a Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed style, where they're simultaneously working on games so they can have one release a year as opposed to 2 to 3 years apart?
Oh, I don't know if it's all Warner Brothers. Did they? Because
Warner Brothers Studios gave the licensing to Rocksteady, so they serve as producers, Rocksteady as developers, but Warner Brothers then gave it to Warner Brothers Montreal, but they could easily keep Rocksteady involved.
Well, I think that's what
that's what they're doing, yeah.
They just didn't want people to know, maybe.
I hope it's not the 1970 JLA version that there was rumors of. That's going to be shitty.
They're not going to do it.
I think that's smokescreen to get people off their ass about Arkham.
They just wanted to say something stupid to freak people out.
I was like, that's a terrifying concept. I don't think Kevin Conroy would sign up for some crap like that if he was involved.
I'm excited for, you get to fight Black Mask, which is cool.
Deathstroke,
yeah. And Deathstroke looks fucking badass.
Yeah. I know it's only a theatrical, not actual gameplay, but he looks pretty intense.
But, they base a lot of the theatrical stuff off of the way they look in the game. They didn't say in-game graphics, did they?
No, I don't think. I think it's like when they released the footage for Arkham City where Batman was being hunted by the Tiger Guards.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
I think it looked exactly like that, which again I had no problem with. And I think some early reviews are not reviews per se, but game companies like IGN and game websites have been able to play it. Mm-hmm. And the reviews said, basically if you like Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, you're going to be completely satisfied. Because it's not a criticism that it's sort of the same thing. He said it's an actual benefit because it's not so far detached and they've made their own tweaks to it. But it's very much like Arkham City, and it's twice the size of Arkham City. So you can fly around a lot more and there's a lot more places to visit. And they said that the way you build up your skills is much like you do in Borderlands, where it's a tree system where if you want to be really stealthy, you can keep building up stealth. Where you're not necessarily pigeonholed to the specifics, which in the last 2 games you had to keep upgrading, and you can only go to a complete Batman that way. Where I'd like to be more of a stealthy Batman, or I could be more of a aggressive Batman. I think that's kind of cool, and then there's different elements of gameplay. But as long as they do Riddler trophies again, those are fun. I like finding them.
I don't think they're going to do that again. Really?
They kind of did them twice, so maybe they kind of have to get rid of it.
They might have to do something else.
They might have to do something. There's going to be something sort of collectible. The Riddler.
Maybe you get to fight the Riddler.
Well, you fight him in Arkham City.
Yeah, but
he's the Riddler. He doesn't have any superpowers. It's an easy beat up.
Maybe it's like before Batman is super smart because he has his huge base of knowledge. He has a smaller base of knowledge in his 3 years, and he gets
the only thing
caught in a more dastardly plot.
The one thing they could do, maybe they'll do something where in the beginning of Nightfall, there's a comic where Bane shoots up the Riddler with venom.
That'd be cool.
And it's like he made him a little smarter, but also made him physically more aggressive, and he takes Batman by surprise and actually really puts him to the limit, and then he comes off the venom pretty much. That's what saves Batman.
He stops huffing the venom.
stops huffing the venom.
No, I just want to see Black Mask. I think that's cool.
I like Black Mask.
Yeah, I think he's a cool, more gangster mobster style villain.
Here's a question. We'll wrap up this pod with this question.
Ooh.
You ready? It's a big one. Would you
No,
you're going to want to hear the whole question.
Okay.
Would you feel comfortable getting naked in front of your Xbox One, knowing that the camera, system, and microphone is always on?
Oh, man.
Would you feel comfortable, come out just nude, walking around your apartment?
See, I don't even do that anyway, so I guess no.
No. I want the world to see what I got.
I like wearing clothes. I'm not a naked person.
I walk around naked all the time.
I can see you being a naked person, though.
Yeah.
I just like the feeling of soft fabric gently nestling my balls.
That's been the OBT show. Have a good night, everybody.